Hello, everybody. Just wanted to drop like a 5 minute reflection about what I think is gonna have to happen to on the road to AGI from OpenAI. I think this is very interesting to understand because, like, even for me or for a lot of my clients, friends, and companies just having around, I think there needs to kind of be a plan or like at least a mapping on what the possibilities are because we don't want just to build something that's going to be in the road of OpenAI and it's going to be killed in the next 2 years or 3 years or 5 years, right? We want to build something for the long term and that makes sense to on the road of AGI. So yeah, this is just like my what I feel it's gonna happen. Having my own research, but obviously you can make your own. And yeah, let me know if you have any other ideas that probably it's missing here, and if you have any opinions, just feel free to reach out. So I'll just start like talking about like what's the story about I'm seeing, right? We started GPT-2, GPT-3. We've started seeing like how ChatGPT came with text and that all that generated, right? We started seeing like GPT-4 and how that everything was starting happening like around audio, text, image. We can also see like how you'll be able to just to generate images with DALI, text with ChatGPT as an output, and also audio, right? You have the mobile app where you can just start talking with ChatGPT. We've seen the release of the GPT Store and the APIs, right, to actually start designing apps that we're going to be able to create with the model, which is kind of interesting because I don't know how it's going to be in the long term. Let's see more. So GPT-4 came, right? That's what we see like 3 days ago. It started like having multimodal input and output. So it means like you can input text, you can input video because you can see yourself and the camera, and you can open the camera and start talking to ChatGPT. You can see like you can send images, you can send audios, right? So it has like multimodal connection. It's also going to be an output, right? We've seen Sora, so that's going to be the output of video. So that's what we need also. On the other side, we've seen like mobile, web, but also the new one, it was desktop. And that's a very interesting play because that's going to be the bridge between ChatGPT and our computers, right? And what do we have in our computers? We have all the apps, we have our interactions, we have everything. Like we have a whole new world. We can also see a lot of things happening here, probably about probably understanding how we are interacting, sending an email, looking for a flight. Just interacting with your computers, it opens a whole new paradigm of what the things we can start like automating, and that information is going to go directly to ChatGPT, right? We've seen the GPT store having with agents, and this is very interesting because if we're in the road to AGI, you need to connect with services, so AGI can actually connect with an airplane service, with a logistics service, and it's not just a conversation, it also has like an outcome, right? And those are the agents. I think like there are many people who are building right now in the GPT store. That's my feeling. My feeling is that if they have an AGI that actually that drives everything, whether we need like another version of ChatGPT, even if they say that, right? They would love to have all the services here. So the AI, the AGI is just connected to the agents. The other side, we've seen like also the API has to have like a lot of inputs to actually keep making it being improved, and it's going way slower than what we are seeing on ChatGPT 4, and it totally makes sense. Their goal is to make AGI. Their goal is not to offer AI as a service to companies. It's not going to happen. It's going to be like a lower version. It's not going to be the best version. They're going to have the best version for themselves because they want to be competitive with the AGI. Then we're going to see like GPT-5, right? Multimodal. And this is my take. I think right now the play about like having the desktop app is just going to open a whole new world. We know Microsoft is already very inside this deal, right? So they're going to integrate ChatGPT inside Microsoft like a way to interact with Microsoft. We've seen like a lot of like connections between Siri and Apple happening between OpenAI. So if Apple doesn't release their own AI and they integrate with OpenAI, that's going to be a whole new world. Like our phones have connection to all our apps, to all our interactions, right? So all of that's going to happen here. And probably if Google surrenders and if Gemini doesn't give the right technology on the right time, like as we saw in the conference, the Google I/O was not that good. We're gonna see like probably Google integrating another service, or probably we can see like Anthropic and all these companies, but this could probably be a map, right? We will see also like the web app dying. I think it's not going to be a priority. And also, as the API is not going to be a priority, it's still going to be like let people build things, right? Because it's a way to say to the world like, okay, we're building something, but it's also for the world, right? So that's their face to show the world that actually they can build things. To be honest, I think like if they achieve AGI, nothing of this matters that much. Probably it matters the agents. We're gonna be see like a GPT-7, so I think it's gonna be like one agent controls everything. It's gonna be control of your desktop, mobile. It's gonna be like 80% conversation, and most of the things we're gonna just refine with text. And this is gonna be 2 years, 3 years. I don't think so. My take. We're gonna keep connecting with agents and let people build things with the API. Why not, right? On GPT-7, I started thinking like, well, all of this, right, what we saw with Johnny Ive, they're building an operating system for the first AI phone, and all of this happening probably is going to be like in a year or two, right? So that's going to be like a generative UI, a generative OS, you know, and that means that our phone's not going to have to need apps anymore. We'll just like talk to ChatGPT and say like, I want to do this, and you start a conversation and things happen, right? We're going to have a generative UI that just allow us to see where the modules and things happening. We're just going to interact with that. It's not going to be an app. So that might probably happen. That's my take. I don't know. So there are so many possibilities. This is like what I think, right? And still like agents going to connect it to services. I think like if this happens, we're going to be close to pre-AGI or AGI, right? So what I think like is going to happen with pre-AGI probably is going to be like the digital workflows automation. We're going to see like our computer or phone like happening, like doing all the processes in automation. We're going to be like merely intention, and we're going to be like be able to see like maybe, okay, generate like 5 movies like this, where you don't change this color, where you don't change the structure of this, you know? How if you're making this video, how you make it like more brighter, can you put like, I don't know, a dog, a cat, whatever, and just like your intention and feelings, right? We're just interacting with AI like that because it just generates so much content. We're gonna be able to do that. And probably we're gonna see like a little bit more Neuralink here. I'd love to see this in the next 3 or 4 or 5 years, if there's any way we can connect with Neuralink. No, let's see. And I think like if the digital workflows automation happens, like physical workflows automation, that's going to happen. I think that's going to take more time because it takes a lot of resources and everything. That's going to take probably like 10 years. Probably we can see an AGI, right? Like until now, even Sam Altman doesn't have like clear definition about what's AGI. I think like the main surface level definition is like an AI that's like actually able to execute most of the human capabilities. We've been seeing already this in too many tests already being passed. So yeah, I think we're in the middle of AGI, or at least a quarter. Let's see. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Feel free to reach out. I'd love to start talk about this. And yeah, obviously this is just one perspective and one path. Probably like there are like billions of possibilities that can happen, and I don't know, OpenAI can be closed tomorrow. But this is my take. All right, thank you.